nosso jornal do Vinil.
E na sexta-feira, dia 14, tivemos aqui o Vivo por Vidas, que simplesmente foi um tempo de adoração, um tempo aqui de renovo e muita unção.
News por um dia, esse quadro que faz não somos nós, e sim vocês. Vocês enviam vídeos para nós e vocês serão o News por um dia.
E a importância do News por um dia é trazer uma mensagem para a nossa igreja através da vida de outra pessoa, assim incentivando você a agir no reino de Deus. E o News por um dia de hoje simplesmente é um vídeo promocional da viagem da equipe dos Estados Unidos que estavam aqui no Brasil.
Well, I heard about the trip to Brazil through Wes because he was so excited about going in December and he was like, Sarah, you need to come with me. And I was like, okay. I'm passionate about children and seeing just their potential be reached and just the passion of the Lord be just imparted into them so that they can be examples to us as well as we be examples to them.
So my name is Janae. We found out about the trip through church, so we were really excited. We were kind of looking for a missions trip or trying to figure out what we wanted to do as a couple, and we decided that we wanted to go on a missions trip together.
I don't know that there was any one thing in particular, but we felt God was calling us to take a step out in faith, and it was something that we felt, we didn't know what, but we felt like this was what we were supposed to walk out on.
I think what I love the most about Brazilian culture is the way that they just accept you and envelop you, and it doesn't matter like what you look like or what language you speak. They just want to love you and they want to be a part of your life, and if you put any effort towards that, they're just gonna completely and utterly like envelop it and just come in 100% in that relationship, and I really appreciate that.
So warm. Everybody wants to give you hugs, which it was great. It's something that I'm not necessarily as used to, but I happily embraced every child and adult. It was fun giving hugs, and just so much more than that, how they welcome you into their homes and into their communities has been really, really phenomenal.
The purpose of our trip, kind of in a nutshell, I would say, was to connect with the people in Fortaleza. It was really cool to meet Victor and Vanya and their family. We've seen posters of them or pictures of them here at church, but to just be able to meet them and really know their heart for their church was really, really awesome.
One of the hardest things for me personally was in the beginning of the trip, I just felt really insufficient. I didn't feel like I had much to give and much to offer because I was really tired from the things I had been doing earlier in the summer, and so I just felt really physically and emotionally and spiritually exhausted. So the first couple days I was really nervous because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do anything here and they're not gonna be able to receive anything from me and they're just gonna be giving and I'll just be receiving and that's all. But it was really cool to see, even at the end of the trip, and being able to look back and see how I felt in the beginning of the trip and how I felt at the end of the trip, where it's just so vastly different. Because God had done more than I can ever even explain to you, because He's God, and it didn't matter how I felt, it just mattered that I was there and I was ready and willing to be used by Him.
So there was a couple times during worship that the kids, probably about 12 years old, would just come up and put their hand on you and start praying for you. And it was so amazing just to see the fire in their kids there, to see how they just were in the spirit and they felt led to pray, and they did, and that was really cool.
This is a journal entry that I wrote after, it was on Wednesday that I wrote this, July 25th. Today's Wednesday in the afternoon, and we've just finished our second day of kids camp. Today we acted out the Good Samaritan, and I was the dying man on the road. It was fun. We are really enjoying the time with the kids and playing games, learning Portuguese. But the most incredible God-filled experience happened last night at a visiting church. After maybe 30 minutes of worship in Portuguese, Brighton shared his testimony and Sarah shared the message. In her own words, it was short and sweet. After the message, Wes played the piano, very impromptu, and Sarah called our team up front to pray over people. Wow, was that incredible. We were just following the Spirit and praying for whoever came up to us, or whoever felt led. The last person we prayed for was the pastor and his wife, and I felt like I should pray for him, but I didn't have the words. So I asked God for the heavenly tongue. I asked him to use my spirit to communicate what I didn't know how. And I did. I prayed in a strange tongue, making weird noises, but it just flowed. Wow, God is so good. It was so awesome.
Gui, será que tivemos aniversariantes essa semana?
Não!
Então vamos para a próxima enquete.
E no sábado, dia 15, aqui no Ministério do Brasil, ocorreu o Chá de Mulheres.
Sim, onde várias mulheres se reuniram para poder estar aqui presente, unidas por um único propósito.
Isso, para você, mulher, para você ter uma tarde agradável conosco, com a nossa igreja, mas acima de qualquer coisa nós queremos também te levar a conhecer a esse Jesus que nós servimos, a esse Jesus que também nos dá dias agradáveis, anos agradáveis na presença dele.
Foi difícil? Foi simples, né? Essa é a dinâmica da oração. Isso é para vocês verem o quão simples é se achegar a Deus. É simples.
E no próximo sábado, na parte da tarde, haverá um impacto evangelístico simplesmente com a Reconciliar com o Pai. A Reconciliar com o Pai está à frente deste impacto evangelístico e simplesmente o Ministério do Brasil estará lá ajudando.
E no dia 29 teremos o Seminário sobre Sexualidade e Identidade com a psicóloga Aline Oliveira.
E ainda estamos aqui falando sobre a viagem para Guatemala. Você que é líder ou pastor e quer fazer parte desta viagem, entre em contato com o número aqui embaixo, ok? Esse cartaz aqui, ó, só você olhar o número aqui embaixo e ir lá. Então vamos ficar por aqui o meu,
O seu,
o nosso jornal Dove News. Some blaming cities,
Um conflito, no, to fly, to fling, to flazing. Flank from so well, so some flaking stones, so